Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Today we're going to be looking at the Griffin Tyro story car number 2 in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Alright lady, we'll bring that car in now. Fantastic. Okay, so the car's been dropped off. As you can see, it is a flipping horrible green colour. So let's get this into the garage, shall we? Let's chuck this on lift 1. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first off, let's get this up in the air, shall we? Helps if we get it up there, then we know what we're doing for like bits and pieces. So first off, let's check the listing. Alright, so big list. Alright, so we've got to change the oil. Not too difficult. Other tasks: brake fluid, coolant fluid, power steering fluid, refill windscreen fluid. If we do all of that in the first go, we'll be alright. And then we'll work on to this lot here. So I think what we'll do is we'll drain the oil and then we'll do all the fluids as well. So if we knock this up in the air, get the oil machine. So we're going to move the equipment to number 1, and then we're going to take the old oil out, stick this back, move equipment, and we'll bring that down. And whilst this is coming down, I think the best, actually what we should do, have we got to change the oil filter 14. So okay, so we need to change the oil filter as well on this. So what we'll do is we'll take the oil filter off now, and then we'll pop over to this shop. So we'll go, we only need one of those, just my fault, I pushed the button twice. Cool, and we'll pop this in. And then what we can do with this now is, because we've now got an oil filter, we can just do all the coolants in one go. Then we can work on the full car, so it just saves us a little bit of time. First off, what you want to do is you want to click on every single one of these, and you want to click on the drainage tool, and you basically just want to pull all the fluids out of it, all the liquids, and then replace them as you go. And there we go, that's all of the coolants in this little car done. So we've drained and changed the oil, we've done all of the coolants, now it's on to the main task. So as you can see, we've already replaced the oil filter, we don't have to do that again. But for every single one of these things you can see on the list, if you just hit this little star, then what you can do from here is it basically shows you everything that needs to be changed on the car. And this makes your life just that so much more easier to do. So spark plug, serpentine belt, done. Now, basically, the idea behind this car is, as you can see, that it was something to do with the cam belt. So what we need to do first off is we need to launch the car up in the air, like figuratively speaking, not just like stick it on a catapult and rinse it. And what we need to do is we need to first go through all the main sections of the wheel to just make sure that they're all pretty much okay. A lot of the stuff we're going to be taking off is all wheel based. So one thing I do like to do is, like, I know it adds a little bit more work to the whole joys of this game, but the best thing you can do is to just check all the wheel sections. And the reason why is because, well, if you don't check all the wheel sections, then you may cause yourself a couple of problems. I've got this feeling this may be the things that I had to have found before taking the rest of the car apart. What we'll do is we'll check the notes, and as you can see, oh, here we go, look, brake pad, brake disc, brake disc. They were the 4 parts that you were actually missing. So if you're looking for those parts, and this is the second car, you're looking for the 2 brake discs and the brake pads at the front of the car. The rest of everything that you need to be taken off from the rest of this car, going by the guide, as you can see here, and here, and the blue items in the back of the car. After you've taken off all of these parts, then go to the engine. There we go, 1 brake pad, 1 rubber bushing. Absolute flip over to the other wheel. So you have to take the wheel off first. Take the brake pad off. There you go, brake pad. And then take out the other rubber bushing. Then make your way to the front of the car. As you can see, it's mainly cam belt that all needs to be stripped off, but there are a couple of rubber bushings on the actual chassis mount that you need to take off as well. And then straight onto the engine block, which can only be accessed from the engine bay. Which means we have to basically drop the car, take off the bits of the engine. What I want to do first off is I want to replace all the stuff that's on the wheels, because then I'd only have to drop the car once just to do all the jobs. So with that in mind, go into my inventory, and then you're going to have to basically make note of everything that is below, and on this car it's 81%. So click in here, and then what we want to do is we want to highlight each item, as you can see. And then you're going to have to push like spacebar on every item. And that's the last tire. Fantastic. what we'll do is we'll balance this one out because we knackered out. Because I'm a bit of a dullard, and I fully openly admit this, I never get the wheels right, so I'm gonna have to write this down. So we've got 3 tyres added, 3 rims added. We have to buy those as well. That's okay. Alright, so we're gonna hop over to the computer, and then we're gonna pull up our shopping list. Oil filter we've already done, so that's fine. Rubber bushing, and what we do is we click on this and it finds the rubber bushing we need, and we need 4 of these. So you need 3 of these. They need to be size 18, they need to be 205, and they need to be 40 profile. Done. Then we need to come out of here and go to the rim shop, and we need 18-inch rims. We need 3 of these as well. And there we go. Buy those. And then that's basically everything that we need to buy for everything for the standard, well, the base of the car, mainly for the wheel section. So we'll put all these together now, and then we can put them onto the car. And as you can see, we've got our 80% rim, and we'll have an 80% tyre left. We can't use those because they're only 80%. So, and then onto the wheel balancer. So we take our tyres that are wheel balanced, and then we click around here, click on the green section, use the space bar or whatever you're using, because I know this is out on console as well. Right, now we just put everything back together down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this together real fast. You'll see it all sped up, and then it's onto the engine, because that's the next section where we have to like mess around with. So it's all good. Okay, so that's all the wheel stuff done. So what we now need to do is bring the car down. Just to make sure, click on the job, and as you can see, we've done this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Brake discs and brake pads, pretty much. So now we've got to do the belt tensioner, camshaft, idle roller, ignition coil, spark plugs and rubber. Oh, we've done the rubber bushings. Oh no, we haven't. Hold on. Crud. Okay, so just adding the rubber bushings back in. We've got to do the 2 on the chassis, and there we go. Alright, cool. We should have rubber bushings are now done, so we can take those off our list. Then we just need serpentine belt, spark plugs, belt tensioner, cam gear, cam shaft, idle roller and ignition coil. All engine parts. So what we can do now is we can drop the car down, and then we can just get in there and get a bit dirty now. So we need to take off the ignition coils first, because we have to take all of this off so we can get in the actual area first. So we need to take the bolts off. There we go, cool. Now 2 of these spark plugs are knackered, and I can't remember, basically because they all look the same from the top. Unfortunately, you just have to take all. I take all 4 out anyway, just to make sure I get the right ones. So as you can see, we need to take off the timing cover as well, and everything down here. So first we take the idle roller. Then we can take the camshaft out. Yay! So everything else there is good. Right? So we come out again, go into our inventory, and basically everything that was broken we now have to repair. So if it says it's less than 81%, we have to replace it. Add to the shopping list, add to 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 shopping list. Now, I mean, you could be one of those people who, I mean, I'm not sure if you really actually physically have to do this every single time, but because there are certain parts here that are under 81%, and the car is one of these, like, you know, 81% minimum. So let's get rid of the rims, let's go camshaft, we need one of these. And there we go. Right, so that's all the parts. Now we get the fun of putting it all back together. Right, cool. Let me just speed up. ignition coil, 82%. Okay, we need to buy 4 of these. No, 3, sorry. I don't think yeah, I didn't buy ignition, so don't do what I did. So we need to buy 3 of these. So back over to the computer. Are they going to be in electronics? We need 3 of them. Part mount, ignition coil, yep. Yep, and yes. There we go. Pretty sure now. That is everything. Fantastic. So we've done all of the parts. We found all the hidden parts as well. So belt tensioner, brake disc, the 2 ventilated, the 4 brake pads, the cam gear, camshaft, basically everything that was listed apart from the brake discs and the brake pads at the front of the car. We've changed the oil, we've done the tasks, we're all good. We're getting all this, we're doing this, we're doing this. We're getting paid 2,181 credits for this with a bonus of 457. Task bonus is 633. We're slowly mucking up that cash, so it's all good. Right, off you go, car. Be happy with your owner. It's all right. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates. I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream or whatever else I do on this channel. If you do want to become a member, there's a little button underneath this video that says join. You pay this channel a couple of £2 a month and you get to feed a hungry gamer, me. So thank you very much for kicking by. I'll see you on another one. Peace out, have fun and enjoy everything you guys do. Bye bye for now.